The arc, obviously, you got to say Steph, 4,200 makes.
Yep.
At like a 42% clip is ridiculous, especially all the volume. So Steph's up there. And then for me, Ray Allen, because he was the all-time leader for so long until Steph took over, and James, obviously. But just Ray's ability to shoot off the move with the ball in his hands, and that shot he had in the 2014 NBA Finals, I think.
Board.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest shots in league history. So
It is.
for me, he was a huge inspiration growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to say Reggie. Reggie's so great. I love watching Reggie's highlight tape, especially his game-winning highlight tape. Reggie was fearless, and he was, I'd say, the first real player to really use the three-point line as his main weapon. And then 4-5, it gets so hard. There's been so many great shooters. It's really hard. It's hard not to say Larry Bird because although he didn't shoot the volume of threes, he was so efficient in his shooting. He was a 50, 40, 90 guy. And he just won, I think, like 3 3-point contests and did one with his whole warm-up on. Dirk, there's so many greats.
I was glad you went there. I was glad you went there.
Dirk
Also
too.
50, 40, 90 guy.
Yeah,
Dirk.
and then even his 2011 run, look at his shooting numbers. They're insane. He shot 45% from 3 the whole playoffs. I'm going to go those 5. I'm not going to put myself in there. I've done that too many much.
Yeah, I respect it.
Thank you.
Klay Thompson naming his top 5 shooters of all time. And let me start by saying this. There's 2 different Klays. There just is. Right? Because he didn't put himself on the list. Klay Thompson, up till 2019, before he suffered the ACL and Achilles back-to-back before playing in a single NBA game, he was never the same after that. And no player in NBA history would be after tearing your ACL and then Achilles. Klay Thompson before that was the second greatest shooter of all time. He never got the love and respect he ever deserved. I'm always going to have Steph as the number 1 shooter of all time. But Klay in his prime, when he got hot, nobody could get that hot and streaky. Not even Steph Curry. I saw this man go out there and drop 37 points in a quarter. I saw him score 11 threes in the playoffs, an NBA record, in a Game 6 in 2016, Game 6 against OKC. Otherwise, they get eliminated. I saw him go out there and drop 60 points in less than 3 quarters, didn't play the fourth. What's the all-time NBA three-point record? Let me ask Siri. Oh, wait, Siri said it's Klay Thompson, 52 points, 14 threes in less than 3 quarters, didn't even play the fourth. Yes, after his injury, he was off. But so would 99.9% because he suffered 2 catastrophic injuries, right? You know, I wish he changed his number after coming back because then we could say, look, 11, second greatest shooter of all time. Now, currently, no. But, and after he came back, the lows were so low, right? 3 for 11 in Game 4 against the Lakers. Game 5, 3 of 12. And then Game 6, a must-win game, 3 of 19. We saw him go 0 for 10 against the Kings. And, you know, he was clearly visibly frustrated. It got to the point where the Mavericks kind of just DNP'd him in certain games last year. But before the injuries, my second greatest shooter of all time. Greater than Allen, greater than Miller. He never gets the love or respect he deserves, you know. But we always talk about KD Game 3. Rightfully so, right? In 2017. He hit the game winner. Right? We talk about that. He had, let me see how many points. KD had 31 points. You can't even find a highlight of Klay Thompson Game 3. He scored 17 points in the first quarter. He had 30 points. To get him to that point where KD hit the game winner was Klay. Never talked about. Never, ever talked about.